I'm going to show you how to wire an aux cord into any car stereo for free.
Free, assuming you already have all the tools to do this project.
You're going to need screwdriver and ratchet, wire, aux cord, resistors, strippers, soldering iron, power converter, multimeter, speaker, amplifier, FM transmitter, and some silicone glue. Glue! Oh, oops. First, you gotta get it out of the car, and if you don't know how to do that, go find a YouTube tutorial for your specific car. To power our radio, we'll need one of these. This converts the AC current that comes out of our wall into DC current like you'd get in a battery. Car batteries are 12 volts. Then we'll need some jumper wires to go from our power adapter to the stereo. Strip back one side of the wires and then pull the plastic through until the wires move on the other side. Now you can fit this plastic part over the pins on our stereo. But wait, where do I put them? We'll need to use the interweb. A quick search for the stereo pinout showed that these are our positives, this is ground, and these are our speaker connections. Now let's see if it turns on. Oh, we got power. Now that we know it works, let's take it apart. Unplug it before you do that. And it's apart. I'm not gonna go through every single step. You just unscrew all the bolts and things just come apart. This is our CD player. Don't worry, it's already broken. And now we're left with our radio. What we're gonna do is work backwards to try and find the audio signal on the circuit board so that we can tap into it for our aux cord. Now, we know that the audio signal ends on the speaker pins back here where it connects to the car. So all we have to do is trace those connections through the circuit board and find out where it goes. But how do we do that? We take a speaker, connect the negative to ground, and connect the positive to different points on the circuit board to listen for audio to come out. But will I blow it up if I touch the wrong thing? Yes. So we have to use a capacitor, or capacitator as we like to say down south. The electronics in the radio run on DC battery power while the audio signal is more like AC. A capacitor will let the AC current through, but not DC, so that way it acts like a safety valve. It only lets the audio through and won't set anything on fire. Here's the testing setup we created. This is the schematic if you want to make it yourself. We've got our ground clipped to the chassis of our radio, our positive probe that we'll use to test different points on the circuit board, running into this capacitor, some resistors, and then into the back of our stereo receiver. You don't have to use a stereo receiver, you can use any amp. We just need to amplify the signal or else we're not going to be able to hear it. Once the signal's amplified, it comes out our speaker wires and into our speaker. Pretty simple, right? No, seriously though, this isn't rocket science. I mean, if you put in the effort, you can do this. By the way, if you've learned something, please subscribe. One last thing we gotta do before testing. If we just play normal FM radio through here, we're not gonna be able to tell which connection points are our left channel and which are our right. So we will be using this FM transmitter to play a special symphony that I've created. Right. Just lovely. It sounds bad played together, but if you listen through headphones, you would hear left, left, left in your left ear and right, right, right in your right. And now we test. We're gonna turn our amp on, our radio on, tune it to the same station as the transmitter. And when we touch one of the connections, audio comes out. Now we just have to follow the signal from the speaker wires and find the best place for a connection. Left, right, left, left, right, left, right. We want to play audio through each connection point and listen for what's going to be the purest signal. Ideally, we want to intercept it as far away from the speaker pinouts as possible before it's gone through all the amplifiers and all the panning and fading. And to do that, we'll be using this. It's basically just a cut up aux cord. We're really only using this connector. We're going to take the negative and clip it to the ground, and then the positive will be touching to those different points we found earlier. Our positive probe will connect to our speaker pins on the back, and then we'll hear what comes out of the speaker. Right. We really only heard audio through these two connection points down here. So we're gonna solder our aux cord into those points. We're gonna put some silicone glue on it to hold it in place, especially because in a car, these things vibrate, and I didn't do a very good soldering job, so we wanna make sure that those wires don't come out. We'll let that dry overnight and come back tomorrow. The glue is dried, we're gonna test it out and see if it works. It works. There's one last cherry on the icing on the cake, which is this guy. As nice as it is to listen to your music, it's even nicer when you can charge your phone as well. So this end plugs into our radio, this end plugs into power coming from a lightning cable, and then this one lightning plug goes into our phone. There's one more problem. Usually in a car when you use something like this, you get this really bad buzzing noise. So we've also got this ground loop isolator that will get rid of our buzz. We've just got to stick this between the radio and our phone. Don't ask me what this does. So it works. One thing that I need to mention is if you take the thing out of the thing, you get this lovely noise. So there's that. There's some switching connectors that you can buy online that basically disable the aux cord when you unplug your phone so that you don't get that repetitive noise and that you can listen to your normal radio when your phone's not plugged in. I didn't do that because I don't care about FM radio, and if you do care about FM radio, then fuck you! Because FM radio is all commercials and it sucks. So that's how you do it. There's your aux install. I hope you enjoy.